Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. At the end of the last episode, we reached a point where I couldn't figure out how to continue, and I made the determination that I was going to restart this fight over in order to save Orpheus from dying. And you might be surprised to see that I haven't restarted the fight, I'm still here. So, after the end of that recording session, I went online to see if there was any other option of how to continue this fight after Orpheus was dead. And every response I found said, use a scroll of revivify on Orpheus. I'm like, I tried that. Surely it doesn't work. It totally works. So, turns out my one failed attempt to cast Revivify on Orpheus was using Astarion, who had already used his action for the turn. That's why it didn't work. It wasn't because the scroll itself doesn't work. It's because you need an action. Cast spell. Orpheus. Please. There we go. So we could have brought Orpheus back into the initiative at any point in time. I was just dumb. So with that in mind, we're going to hopefully be able to end this fairly quickly. So where did we even leave off? We've got Lae'zel dying here. Astarion is fairly hurt. We're fairly hurt. Shadowheart's fine. We've got one more of these Illithids. Yeah, so I guess we've got one Illithid and then a couple of Intellect Devourers. And then the Nautiloid is still attacking. It's been a day for me, so I don't fully remember everything. You are gonna die because you're probably not gonna move. Well, that sucks for you. We still have a whole nother action, which I could either use to toss a potion on Orpheus. No, we'll save Shadowheart for healing. So let's see what I can do about taking out you, if possible. Also making sure I'm not going to end up in any of the blast zones. How much health do you have, actually? You are still basically fully healed. Okay. Probably not going to take you out this turn, then. With a single action. Also, all of my high-level spell slots have been used. Could magic missile you. I only get 3 magic missiles with a level 1 spell, unlike you guys that get 6. Not certain that's fair. Let's fly closer. Another bunch of tentacles, because of course there are. Still. Magic missile. Sonic backlash from both of you. So, he counterspelled. We blasted him. And I'm gonna drink a potion. Probably not one of the amazing healing potions. I'll just go with one of the nearly as good. Alright, Shadowheart. Let's see what you can do to help Orpheus, who is at 2 hit points, which is not enough. Good, no tentacles. Let's go with... I guess you also had Revivify as a spell. Same difference as using the scroll. Anyway, Cure Wounds. We'll go all the way up to a 6th level because I don't want you dying again. So please don't die. And that's kind of your whole turn. There's not really anything to do with your bonus action. I could shove him. Get him slightly closer to where he needs to go, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright, let's do this.
Execute.
I could have you attack there. On death, it would do significant damage, potentially even killing the Intellect Devourers, but it would hit both of us, which isn't ideal. Can you actually fly all the way over to here? No, you cannot. Well, darn. That'd be nice. Alright, then yeah. Gonna go for it. Just a basic attack here. Wow, you have taken way too much damage there. Did kill both intellect devourers as well. Perfect. Try not to die, if possible. How far can you fly away? I'll have to call that good enough. Oh, he's trying to dominate Aelin. She made the save. Perfect. Yeah, you keep saying that. Alright, Nautiloid. So the other Harper is gonna die here. We've got another Mind Flayer to deal with. You didn't die. You were standing in the middle of a blast. Do the blasts just do basically no damage? Are they just essentially appearance where they look dangerous? Succeed on a saving throw. So you took 9 force damage and 2 fire damage. Okay. So you would have taken 18 force damage and 19 force damage and 11 fire damage. Okay, so that is significant. But making the save and being resistant to fire helped. Alright, let's have you throw a volatile cluster right at his feet. And then concussive blast him. Did that insta-kill? I think it did. Excellent. And then go invisible again. That works for me. Alright, Astarion, you could help Lae'zel. You don't really need your action as much as most people. So yes, let's have you help Lae'zel, because you can still get a sneak attack with a bonus action over here, and most of your damage comes from the sneak attack. Yeah, there you go. Primary action not needed. And healing potions, as always, because you are all dying. So what do we have left? We've got 2 tentacles. That's it. All of the enemies have been taken out. Huh. And unfortunately, the tentacles are in the middle of blast zones. Not to say that you can't still do something. Well, good save on you, Tentacle. Please die. Not quite. And then please walk out of the blast range. Okay. Wow, you're actually running somewhere. That is definitely still in the blast zone. Not the smartest call. I mean, it's technically outside the blast zone, but we know the blast reaches a tiny bit farther than it looks. Alright, Orpheus, it is finally time. Actually, is Shadowheart at the same initiative? She is. Can you heal him again? Before he flies away. There we go. Now Orpheus. Fly up here, please. Do not get killed by dumb attacks of opportunity. From tentacles. Thank you. Karsus' compulsion. Okay. I assume that's the end of your turn?
Concentrate.
Yeah, it looks like he's continuing. Affected entities focusing all their magic and effort on channeling Karsus' compulsion until their next turn. Becoming incapacitated, stunned, polymorphed, or knocked out ends the spell. So, we need to make sure that he doesn't get stunned or whatever. There aren't really any enemies that can do that. The tentacles can't reach up here. And I don't think they're planning to summon any enemies up here right away. So, new summons here could potentially attack him. But by then, I think it'll be too late. You've essentially finished your turn. Just step away from the blast a little bit. And call that good. Aelin? There we go. Can you do anything about the fact you're about to die? I'm guessing the answer is no. Go over here, kill that. Could have you go over here to attack that one, but I don't think there's a ton of point. Let's just get some distance from the blasts. Could still lunar flare. No reason not to. Critical miss. Well, there you go. If you have nothing to worry about, why are you complaining? If it's impossible. Okay. Didn't realize I was standing in a blast zone. I guess I didn't get a turn. I noticed that my turn was skipped. I don't remember why. But that's fine. Alright, so what do we have? You are still alive. You are a lot tougher than I expected you to be. So enemy-wise, we've got 2 mind flayers. Off by themselves, so no one's gonna get hurt. Even better. Alright, toss those in the group. I was kind of hoping they'd be closer to the intellect glutton, but it is what it is. Hopefully Varric is far enough outside that blast range. And thankfully he was. So that's all the enemies down again, besides 1 tentacle. And invisible again. Ygir is actually really useful. He's been helpful to have on our team. Some of these fights would have been a lot harder without him.
For the slaughter.
Sure. Sneak attack the tentacle, please. Alright, that's all enemies down. Let's just have you move over here next to the crown, where everything's going down. Owlbear, please get out of that blast range. I don't want to see you die. That would make me extremely sad. Another tentacle? Come on. Alright. Did you shoot my owlbear? Oh, no, you hit the tentacle and still attacked my owlbear, but it missed. Come on, you don't attack my friends. Alright. I'll just have you second wind for your bonus action. It's fine. And I don't think there's anything else we need to be doing. We've kind of got this in the bag at this point. I guess I can have you take out this tentacle, since you get 3 attacks. Is that dead? It is. Okay. I assume that means...
Weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Absolute freedom!
Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated.
Use the portal. I assume that's what's happened here. He told us to use the portal and we're... Well, I guess Orpheus is wherever this is. So now we are going to attack the unbreakable will of the Netherbrain. What's your deal? AC 15, 450 health. You're level 20, which is exciting. Terrible deck saves. Always great. The Netherbrain is too powerful even for even the momentary god's magic. Karsus' compulsion could not dominate it completely. The spell has instead bound the brain's will in place temporarily. To complete the domination, you must strike it down. Netherbrain prevents no interference, as it a reaction to taking damage it releases brain quakes. Upon taking damage, emit a wave of psionic force that mind breaks nearby enemies. Aha. And that one doesn't say once per turn. That's bad news. The idea of extracting brain on a giant brain. Obviously it doesn't work that way, but it would be funny. You're not considered concentrating, unfortunately. Could mind blast you, maybe. Kinda hard to tell. Let's fly closer. And then see if that puts us in a better position for Mind Blast to work. See, I don't like hovering over them because enemies always highlight when you hover on them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually attacking them. But I don't see an angle where the blast is working. When we're not hovering on you. You would think it would. So to attack, you think you need to be in melee range. And that's probably the same for the Mind Blast. Yeah, so now I'm targeting this, but we can see it's highlighted, which means this is actually attacking it. Not thrilled. Are you concentrating? I guess that's a question. No. So you have Karsus' compulsion. Ends if the caster is incapacitated, stunned, polymorphed, or knocked out. My worry, and I think it's valid, is as it's written on this, it'll brainquake. And brainquake mind breaks. Entity is slowed by this Netherbrain's psyche-shattering might. Just slowed. Slowed should be fine. Okay. Slowed should be fine. Wait, does Mind Blast not do damage? Should. Succeed on a saving throw, but it should still take half damage. Okay. Sure. We'll just pretend that makes sense. Alright, then get out of there. So is there now a portal? Okay, yeah, there's now a portal. So we need everyone else to get in. Because nothing else out here matters. Is that as far as I can fly in one action? Cannot find path. Not enough movement. Alright, we're gonna have to dash. That is a bit of a shame. It's fine.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
Fly you closer, but you can't attack this turn. We'll be ready next turn. In the meantime, drink healing potions. Not any of that. Okay. Inventory, healing potions. Because I don't know how much it's going to react or attack. Actually, Lae'zel, I ended your turn. Can I undo that? Seems that is a no. I think I'd be able to, since I guess they're at a different initiative than we are. So on Orpheus's turn, I could have potentially unended her turn and moved her in. Shame. Any way to get up here? Answer seems to be no.
Know what to do.
Is that as far as you can move? Basically. I guess dash. Hopefully you can walk up this. You probably can't. Perhaps I should have used fly instead of jump at this point. No, you can get up here. Brilliant.
Its will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to end this.
Yes. Everyone has said the same thing, and I still agree. Alright, Nautiloid. Feel free to attack, but we're basically all out of here.
I will rise again.
I hope so. If Aelin actually died, that'd be disappointing.
Yield. Surrender.
Oh, Owlbear Cub is on the field. What? And we have lost control of Ygir. That's interesting. Probably because Shadowheart summoned him. Okay, Aelin is fully alive and fine. The Owlbear Cub being a cub makes me extremely unhappy. Can I unsummon you now? Because I don't want you to die. And you are not in a position to fight as a level 1, 37 health. What are orbs of negation? Are those... Okay, those are in here. What are you? Netherbrain's will made manifest. Anything that would disrupt the grand design is mistaken. Mistakes are to be corrected. Yeah, but what are you? Netherbrain will made manifest. At the start of the orb's turn, it explodes, dealing 20 to 200 force damage to all creatures and objects within range. Whoa, that is super laggy once I put my mouse here. That is amazing. Don't know the deal of why that was so crazy laggy, but fine.
There you are, you wretched thing. Time to die.
Okay, that's outside normal range, so we need to get you closer. So if we actually wanted to get you down on this platform so you could start meleeing, you'd have to run over to here somehow. Or jump. How much damage would you take from jumping? Actually, not much. I mean, yeah, there's some damage. But 3 there? There was a 3 I saw. Yeah. I'll take 3 damage to get Astarion within range. So we could use the bow, but at this point, not enough movement. Come on. You're kidding. That tiniest bit of movement that he still needs. It likes doing that to me. So I could dash to get him close enough that he could use his sword. Dagger, whatever. Short sword, I was correct. 11 to 25 or 9 to 17. Well, that's pretty obvious. Dash you forward and get a melee attack in. Too low? No. You're fine. There we go. First real damage. So you got mind broken. Is that just a brief effect? Yeah, you're fine. Mind broken means you're slowed. I don't really want you next to these orbs of negation. Where you are is... I don't know how big their range is. It says it explodes, damaging everything nearby. Nearby is unclear. Let's have you wander back here. Marked for negation. Are you still marked for negation? Okay, so that's the marked for negation. So Varric is within range and he is marked for negation. Orpheus is also marked for negation. So that's kind of the distance we're looking at. Walking past here, though, we did get close enough to be within the range. So it is a pretty sizable range. Alright. These people are probably gonna be able to do a lot now that the rest of us aren't here to save the day. Alright, Lae'zel, head on in, please.
Netherbrain and end the grand design.
40 damage. No. I'm gonna vote a solid no on that. So I could have you move down to this level. That would significantly reduce the damage you take from the jump, as we saw with Astarion. Still 10. Why was Astarian's jump 3 damage? You jump here, taking no damage. Can you then just walk down to here? Nope, nope. Ah, I should have waited until the display of where you could walk would show up. It's fine. Are you within... You're not within the negation range. Perfect. You can still take 3 shots. Oh, and it didn't get the mind break. So is that only once per turn? Excellent. Sadly, you used your bonus action on the jump, so you can't heal. Orpheus. I want you to get out of that range, please. You're no longer marked for negation. Do you guys have health? No, you just are. So what can I do that will hit you? Probably don't want int save things. It occurs to me. I'm assuming your whiz save is also pretty good. Yeah. Probably just want to focus on strength and dex saves. Or attacking AC. I could also just claw at you. 8 to 35 damage and a potential stun. Go for it. Yeah. Turn into a crit. Fantastic. Are you stunned? No. You should be. If you were stunned, I could then eat your brain. Alright, you're half dead. Do you have any movement left? Yes. Although I guess I don't need you to go somewhere else. You are outside of the marked for negation range, and that's kind of what matters. Alright. Varric, how do I destroy this brain best? You don't have a whole lot of spells left. Although I don't think it has any resistances. It does not. I could bonus action to get back some higher level spell slots. Create a 5th level spell. Using most of my sorcery points. What would I do with a 5th level spell? I could...
Can't afford to let up.
I could have Shadowheart create water. And then have Varric hit it with a 5th level electric spell. Now that's not a bad call. So let's see. Can you create water down here? No, you need to get a lot closer.
Have to keep going.
How about now? Still no. The range on this is not ideal. That does hit it though. Yeah, you can see it highlight red. It's also hitting Orpheus, which isn't amazing, but it's fine. So the brain should now have resistances or vulnerabilities to lightning and cold. So then we have Varric
Let's go.
create a 5th level spell. And then cast Chromatic Orb Lightning as a 5th level spell. 85% I think is probably good enough. Yeah, turn it into a crit, please. 138 damage, that's what I'm talking about. And then fly out of their range, please. Hopefully they just do their blast where they are and they don't move towards us and then blast. I don't actually know how they're going to function. You don't need to use a potion, you're still healthy enough. Okay, you're just creating 2 more orbs. And those ones do just blow up where they are. Are you destroying platforms? That wasn't part of the plan. Also, I can fly. Hello? You just took out 2 of my characters, and one of the characters you took out can fly. Can't control dead. I disagree. Varric perished in a chasm, Shadowheart perished in a chasm, Lae'zel perished in a chasm. I have permanent fly.
Let's have some fun.
But okay. You do you, game. So, it kind of doesn't matter where they are. They're just going to destroy the ground around us. Not really sure how to deal with that. Yeah, make it a crit. Yep, that's all fine. Everything's great. Hit it twice more.
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
There. At last. It is subdued.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Go ahead, command the brain to destroy all the tadpoles and then itself, or betray Orpheus, dominate the brain, and become the absolute. No. Destroy all the tadpoles, and then itself.
I must obey. I must end.
Good thing we all survived after we died. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but cool.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn infants. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain.
We did take the tadpoles farther than most, which is probably not ideal. Also, I need that crown.
Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
It's fair. We are on top of the brain that we just ordered to kill itself, so... yeah. Do I still have my illithid powers? Can I fly and whatnot? Or... because I still have the markings on my face. Or have I lost all of my powers? I guess I don't know. Oh, that's bad for you guys. But good for the rest of Baldur's Gate. Well done.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Success.
I can't feel the tadpole. It's gone. We're free!
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
We did it. The nether brain is dead. I can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me.
Surely there's another way.
But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
I mean, that's cool. She would have sided with him if he hadn't turned into a mind flayer, but giving her the responsibility to basically be the champion of the people in his place is a cool ending for her. You should do this, Lae'zel. Your people need you. You found new purpose here, Lae'zel. Stay in for Faerun, craft a new fate. It's your choice to make, Lae'zel, not mine. I entrust it to you. I think she should do it, but I trust her to make her own choices. And yeah, I could auto-win with persuasion, but no reason to do that. Choice is yours to make, Lae'zel, not mine. I entrust it to you.
Duty. All my life, I've traveled in its slipstream, not once questioning its path. In its service, I came here. And now, in its service, I leave. I will carry your hope, Prince Orpheus, and I will carry your burden. But to that burden, I must add my own. The loss of those I leave behind.
Lach crashed Macvlek. So be it. Now, give me my freedom from this form.
I mean, I guess he would hate being in this form. Like, it feels like he could still do good. He's kept his mind. He's still himself. So it feels like he could still do good. And therefore he shouldn't have to die. Also, I noticed we did lose our markings. So early in the cutscene, we definitely still had the black marks and black eyes. But now we're back to our original appearance. Cool. Which probably means we have lost all of our illithid powers. Also, backing up a bit, the only reason Astarion's able to walk in sunlight is because of the illithid parasite. So shouldn't he be burning up in the sun as a vampire spawn again? That's a question. You don't deserve to die. You're a mind flayer, but you're still you, aren't you? Kill him or give him the honorable death he craves. Yeah, you're a mind flayer, but you're still you, aren't you?
Yes. But for how long? My mind screams. It will never stop until it has slipped away from me entirely. I will not be Gake. I did what I did to save my people. The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own.
I mean, I guess that's the question of, is he certain he will lose his mind? Because if he's certain that it's only temporary where he's able to keep his mind and not turn full mind flayer, then yes, I get where he's coming from. And he would know better than me. But if there's any way that he can stay sane, then yeah, you deserve to live to see your people's future. I'm gonna go with the persuasion. Yeah, I think if he tells me that no, even if he didn't die, he would lose his mind before they reach that point, then I guess then we give him the honorable death. But if he can just stay here in Faerun long enough to see his people's freedom, that feels like a good thing. I'll take the guidance because why not? Technically I could still lose on a 1 or a 2. No, just a 1.
Perhaps you are right. I may not be the one to lead my people, but I can still bear witness to their glory. I shall find a place for myself in a corner of these realms. For even in darkness, the stars of Tunarath will shine upon me. You were a worthy ally.
The Githyanki will find they have a noble prince in Orpheus. If they do not slaughter him on sight, at least.
Yeah.
Kulos!
I mean, from the beginning, she wanted a red dragon of her own and a silver sword. She's got the silver sword.
Never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. To the skies!
Cool.
The Githyanki are leaving us. An unlikely place to find ourselves, fighting on the same side as them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
I can see the cogs moving behind your eyes, Gale. What's on your mind?
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it.
And give it to Mistra, right?
And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra.
Good.
She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Better yet, you'll be here chosen again. Potentially. You care what Mistra thinks, keep the crown and you could be a god? Definitely not. Are you sure you're ready to give up such powers? You'll never have the chance again. No, I think the instant... For a wizard, it's all about the slowly gaining knowledge, learning spells, becoming more powerful that way. To just put on a crown and instantly be a god, the easy way, I don't think that is even the direction most wizards would want to go. Plus, I think he does care about Mistra and wants what she wants. Better yet, you'll be here chosen again.
The more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
A nip, a dance, and a song. Don't mind if I do. I think we're due an evening's reprieve. What's our leader have to say?
It occurs to me that we never really talked about the army of the Absolute that was marching on Baldur's Gate either. We saw all the mind flayers, well, all the people turn into mind flayers. Potentially some of that battle was the army, maybe, probably. But it was kind of just not really mentioned. We had a giant army approaching and then nothing. Celebration sounds perfect. We should stay in the city, help to rebuild. It sounds great as well. Those aren't mutually exclusive. Let's get out of this godforsaken city. I hear Amn is lovely this time of year. Or I think it's time we part ways. The celebration sounds perfect.
Let's not forget the wine. I want to flush out my brain just to be completely sure the tadpole's gone.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God.
Getting
Well,
shade?
It was nice when it lasted. Ah! sorry. I have to go.
Well, that answers that question.
Astarion is cursed to flee the sun, as I am cursed to walk in it. Do not belittle him with pity. He is a survivor, and will thrive upon what bounty the darkness provides. There is life in him yet.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
You're spectacular in every way. You did what needed doing. Doesn't matter, it's over now. You're spectacular in every way.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, sun. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
Go, Karlach. We'll be with you. You won't be alone anymore. Decent option. It's your decision, Karlach. You have to choose. Will we go with you? Zarya won't be able to touch you. Enough, Karlach. The three of us will make a new life in Avernus together. Will, you've done enough. It should be me who goes with Karlach. You can still live, Karlach. We'll do it together. What do you say? Or no, Will. Karlach has made her choice. Time and again, she's ready to go. Yeah. I think Will and Karlach would make a cute couple, regardless. So... And it's better than her dying, just bursting in a flame here on the dock. Like, just because you're going to Avernus doesn't mean she has to be part of the Blood War anymore. They could go live in Raphael's house. It's your decision, Karlach. You have to choose. Will go with you. Zarya won't be able to touch you.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
So, no party. That's what I'm hearing.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
I was afraid for the briefest moment when I woke this morning. I didn't know where I was. I thought perhaps it had all been a dream, stopping the Absolute, saving my parents. Then I realized I was in your arms. We did it. Everything's perfect. Almost, anyway.
What do you mean? You cried out in your sleep once. Almost. I can give it another try if you like. What do you mean?
After everything that happened, with my parents, with Shah, I didn't think I was owed any happiness. I did things that fill me with shame now. There's at least one person who doesn't want me happy. Shah. I felt the wound last night, while you were sleeping. Like some sadistic child de-winging a fly. She can try to twist the knife all she likes. I know I can survive her worst. Nothing she does can sour the fact that I have my family again.
Yeah, the weird thing was in that quest line, when we were given the choice of save her parents, and then she'll have this ongoing pain for the rest of her life, or kill her parents, and then the pain goes away. And I was like, who would ever choose that option? The pain is pretty minor. She's dealt with it for ages, she can keep dealing with it. Maybe someday she'll find a solution for it, but that was a crazy choice. You deserve to be happy, all of you. I wanted to ask about us. We had a connection, you and I. I mean, past tense there is odd. Everything's over and we woke up in bed, like, I don't think it was had a connection. We're still together. I suppose in a way you finally finished the journey your parents set you upon. Yeah, if you count the original leaving her home as a child, where she's supposed to eventually return home. It was just a lot of detours on that route. You deserve to be happy, all of you.
Thank you. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that very thing. It's nice to hear someone else say it. You and I... Our time together has been very dear to me. I had hoped maybe there might be more to come. It's not an exciting life that I lead, but I'd like you to be a part of it. I doubt I'd have anything at all if it wasn't for you.
Thought for a moment she was breaking up with us. Like nothing more. What did you have in mind? What did you have in mind?
I'm hoping to find some place I can settle down and stay close to my parents. Somewhere quiet, where they can find peace and gaze at the night sky. If that sounds at all appealing, then I'll keep a spot for you. It'll be just like old times.
What is this? Oh, Avernus. Okay.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engine's calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time.
And Will has no powers anymore.
Thought I was done with these.
2?
But then, there was the Blade of Avernus.
He was planning to stay on the
It's
Sword
fast,
Coast.
but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
I mean, it's not exactly a happy ending for Karlach, but I think it's the best ending she could get. I mean, I don't know if that's true. Still don't know why we can't use basic healing spells, or advanced healing spells, I guess, to fix her heart.
You and Shadowheart found your peace in a country farmstead with a pack of pets and a garden of night orchids. You were basking beneath the silver moon after a midnight swim one night when you notice a letter among your discarded clothes.
Wow, I'm dressed fancy. Both of us are.
An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Lae'zel's not here in person. Makes sense.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Okay. Oh, you're back to the Armored Owlbear.
I cannot remember the last time I heard the Ballad of the Endless Spring performed. Now there's a ditty worthy of a knee slap.
Huh. So why are you big again? Have you just aged up in the few months? So that you're now full-sized and put on the armor? Well, I'm going to... I have no inventory. Where's my speak with animals? I've been betrayed.
I have something to ask.
I want to talk to you. Pet him. You know, owlbears being the cuddly animals they are. It's good to see you.
He looks coyly at the ground, suddenly shy.
What have you been up to since last we met?
He snaps the air and wiggles, He's either miming fighting a many-limbed creature or dancing. It's unclear. He is, however, exhausted. He's had plenty of adventures without you.
Okay. You're tired. Let's say we find you a home. How about with Halsin? I think it's time someone looked after you. How about with me and Shadowheart? I'm cool with that. Get some rest here. You earned it. No fighting or biting or I'll kick you out. I think it's about time someone looked after you. How about with me and Shadowheart? Seems happy.
The joy in the owlbear's eyes is clear. He longs for a home and would love to stay with Shadowheart.
We found a home out in a remote area. There's definitely space for an owlbear. I will save Shadowheart for last, probably. Scratch. How are things with you?
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth.
That's...
What is it?
Okay. Yeah, that's the artifact, which I guess at this point has no purpose. So using it as a chew toy is fine, I suppose. What do you got there, Scratch? Scratch, come here, boy. I'm so glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion. What do you got there, Scratch?
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Where the hells did you find this, boy?
He whines. Less talk, more throw.
I'm just glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
Alright, Scratch, come here, boy. I guess there's no option to throw the astral prism. So did he actually drop it on the ground? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, inner astral prism. Yes, he did. Just gonna grab that. Just a dagger hanging out here.
With friends amidst nature.
Hey, Volo.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
So you weren't invited. Fantastic. Become seeking a statement for your next tell-all. Wonderful to see you again, Volo. How have you been? You again, getting yourself into yet more trouble, I presume? Probably. I've become seeking a statement for your next tell-all.
Oh, I wouldn't bother you with such things during a party. And anyway, I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Wow.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
The hero and I, no? I love it. I love it presuming I'm the hero. You can do better, can't you? The hero and I, no?
I, me, it's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm? Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
There you are.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Said it to you, not them.
Well, actually, I'm thinking that this after party might be a fun final episode, because I don't know how long it's going to take, but we've got quite a few people to go through. It might be a short episode, but this episode's already gone a little long. So I'm going to put a cut here, and then next time we'll pick up with talking to all of our companions. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.